favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah, and I am back with another hot work from home opportunity, and I really like this lead. I like all of them, what can I say? And I think you will too. So let's go ahead and get into it. I don't want to delay giving you the details, but first, make sure you are subscribed and your notifications are on, because I share hot work from home opportunities every single weekday. And it is so important that you have your notifications on and you're one of the first people to watch and apply so that you don't miss out on these leads, because they really do go fast. So if you have your notifications on and you are clicking and watching when you get that notification from me, then you've got nothing to worry about. So make sure you take care of that. And once you do, we're ready to jump in.
All right, let's go ahead and jump in. I've got a hot work from home opportunity from Humana Healthcare. They are hiring for a remote disenrollment call center representative position. And this is a full-time opportunity. It's going to pay somewhere between $17 and $18 per hour. And it only requires about 2 years of customer service experience. So you don't have to have healthcare experience to qualify for this role. This is a great way to break into the healthcare industry if that's what you're interested in doing, which I know a lot of y'all are interested in, and I don't blame you, because healthcare jobs are aplenty, and even more so going into healthcare season, which is actually happening right now because people have been blowing up my phone. Okay, I made the mistake in December when shopping for different healthcare quotes. You know, they say, we got your quotes, but we can't give them to you until you give us a little bit of info. And I said, okay. And that's the worst thing I could have done, because these people have not stopped playing on my phone since. So anywho, you're going to be helping people. You're not going to be playing on people's phones. And you do have to live in the following states here. I'm not going to read them off. We can see them on the screen, but you just want to double check and make sure your state is listed before you go ahead and apply. And before I actually read into this lead, they have an alert at the top of the page that says, watch out, for online job scams. You should never have to send money or anything to cover starting costs and fees and whatnot. And that is very true. And I just want to point out, even though I've done this multiple times, I know I get new subscribers every day, so you may not have been around to hear me say this. Anytime you're applying for a job, you should never have to pay or cash checks or any of that type stuff. Now, the only caveat to that is those 1099 call centers. And I'm talking like Arise, Live Ops, Working Solutions. There's a bunch of them out there, but those are some of the biggest ones. And I actually have a playlist called Arise on my channel, and I talk about all of those companies, comparing them and contrasting them there. But those aren't jobs, those are work opportunities. And basically in those work opportunities, they're just providing the platform and the connection to the client. You have to pay for the training, enrollment, background checks, and whatnot. And that's why those opportunities will make you pay. But any W-2 opportunity like Humana and a bunch of other companies, basically companies that will provide benefits, you will never pay. So I just want to make that clear. And hopefully that helps out somebody who is confused about that. So getting into the job, it says description, Humana is continuing to grow. We have several new disenrollment call center representatives openings that will have the pleasure of taking inbound calls from our members and provide excellent service and support. These remote roles are amazing opportunities to join a Fortune 100 company that continues to expand and grow. I think that's what they meant to put there. The disenrollment call center representative represents Humana by addressing incoming telephone, digital, or written inquiries from Medicare members. These call center representatives strive to provide the member a resolution or pathway to resolution on each call while providing a perfect call experience. These roles will be on a Sunday through Saturday, 7 days a week schedule, with shifts between 7:45 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a seasonal role with an opportunity to be permanent. So they've got a lot of hours and they go into the night, which is great. So Responsibilities. What we need your help with. The Disenrollment Call Center representative addresses customer needs, which may include complex benefit questions, resolving issues, and educating members. Handle 30 to 40 inbound calls daily from members in a fast-paced inbound call center environment. Records details of inquiries, comments, or complaints, transactions, or interactions, and takes action in accordance to it. Escalates unresolved and pending customer grievances. Decisions are typically focused on interpretation of area, department policy, and methods for completing assignments. Works within defined parameters to identify work expectations and qualify standards, but has some latitude over prioritization, timing, and works under minimal direction. Follows standard policies, practices that allow for some opportunity for interpretation, deviation, and/or independent discretion. What you need for success. Required qualifications. So you'll need a minimum of 2 years of customer service experience, must be available to work any shift between the hours of 7:45 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday through Saturday, as well as weekends and overtime, especially during our peak season of October through March, and as needed by the business. Training is work at home or virtual. Training will start day 1 of employment and run the first 6 weeks with a schedule of 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Attendance is vital for success, so no time off is allowed during training. Core business hours aligned to Eastern Standard Time. Demonstrated experience with providing strong customer service and attention to details while listening on calls. Prior experience managing multiple or competing priorities, including use of multiple computer applications simultaneously. Prior experience effectively communicating with customers verbally and listening to their needs. If residence is within a 50-mile radius of a Humana office location, you may be asked to occasionally report to that office for meetings, business functions, etc. once CDC restrictions have been lifted. Associates working in the state of Arizona must comply with the tobacco-free hiring policy. See details below under additional information, and upon offer will be subjected to nicotine testing as part of a 10-panel drug test. Work at home requirements. Must have the ability to provide a high-speed DSL or cable modem for a home office. Satellite and wireless internet service is not allowed for this role. A minimum standard speed for optimal performance of 10 by 1, 10 Mbps download, and 1 Mbps upload is required. A dedicated space lacking ongoing interruptions to protect member PHI, HIPAA information. What you need to stand out among the crowd. Preferred qualifications, but not required. Associate's or bachelor's degree, prior inbound call center or related customer service experience, and prior healthcare experience. But again, these are preferred, not required. And then it says additional information. This is a seasonal role with an opportunity to be permanent. Please note, as part of our CMS government regulations, our disenrollment representative must have established credit history according to Experian records. As an associate, you'll need to access our Medicare eligibility check software systems. This type of inquiry doesn't affect your credit score. For additional questions, please refer to the CMS government website, and they have a link there. And it says at Humana, we know your well-being is important to you, and it's important to us too. We are committed in making resources available to you that will enable you to become happier, healthier, and more productive in all areas of your life. If you share a real passion for helping people, we likely have the right place for you at Humana. The following policy applies only to associates working in the state of Arizona. We are committed in providing a safe and healthy work environment and to promoting the health and well-being of its associates. Effective July 1st, 2011, we have adopted a tobacco-free hiring policy that will promote a healthier workplace and will not hire users of tobacco and nicotine products. If you have any questions, please consult with your recruiter. And then they have their EEO statement down here. I'm not going to read that, but basically they cannot discriminate against you for a number of legally protected reasons, including if you have a disability. And then they talk about their Humana safety and security. And it says Humana will never ask nor require a candidate to provide money for work equipment and network access during the application process. If you become aware of any instances where you as a candidate are asked to provide information and do not believe it is a legitimate request from Humana or affiliate, they have a contact email for you to contact them about that. And then it says California residents, if you're a California resident and would like to review our California Consumer Policy Act, the link is there. So I read through pretty much every single thing word for word. It kind of, summarized here for the EO statement. But you know, this is a really awesome lead. I wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's great. It's a way to get your foot in the door to healthcare, especially with a very well-known company. Companies that have brand name recognition like Humana or any other like company that, you know, when you say the name, like, oh, I remember their commercial or I've heard of them. Those are great resume boosters. They're a great way to go from one area or stage of your career to the next. And you got to be strategic if you're trying to get somewhere in your career. Also, I just want to point out that even if you want to work a different shift, you always got to be able to meet their training requirements, which will typically be like business hours for the first 6 weeks or so. And this is with every company. And then you may switch to a different shift that aren't like the traditional 9 to 5 business hours. So just want to point that out. But yeah, I would get my application in ASAP if you like this. I really like this lead. Hopefully you did too. So the apply now button is at the top left.
All right, there you have it. That is the hot work from home opportunity. Make sure you get your application in ASAP. You never ever want to delay with these leads. And if you enjoyed this video and you liked this lead, give me that feedback by hitting the like button. That's how I know what leads to share, because if y'all like a video, then that lets me know, okay, y'all like that lead, and I try and bring as many of those as I can to you. And if you think other folks will enjoy this opportunity, please consider sharing this video on your social media. So many people are looking for work from home jobs, and you are really helping them out when you share this video, and you're helping me out, which I always appreciate. So thank you. And last but certainly not least, make sure you check out all of the free resources that I have. The links are in the description box below. I have so many more online companies and jobs on my website, and you can find the link to it in the description box along with everything else. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.